Right now, I'm still the Taoist Samra Chakravartin, who is also currently possessed, as you can see here based on the look of my eyes, and also I'm stressed, but I'm still relatively healthy. As I'm a genius, brawny, and polymath of a man. And the reason I'm Taoist is because I'm a member of the Hermetic Society, in which I'm about to be its Magus, which will give me ability to write a Magnum Opus, which is the first thing I will do since I have enough esoteric knowledge to do so. So as I said, yeah. So being a Taoist in India has its own pros and cons. Just based on, from the last episode, based on what you may have seen or not, is that, look, if you are of an Indo-Aryan or Dravidian culture of the Indian cultures, and if you're a Taoist, bad idea. Especially if you don't have the high amount of majesty and tolerance, as well as noble customs to make feudal vassals, like you more, despite the fact that, let me show you here, for this guy, for example. As he likes me very, very much, but, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're Jayan, never mind. Who's the more devout Hindu? There. Here's one man who is a Hindu, for example, in which doesn't like the fact that I'm low caste and of a wrong caste, which is, by the way, none. But let me remind you of the caste system of India. There's 3 of them in the game: Brahmin, Kshatriya, and Vaishya. Although the 4th one in actuality is Sudra, but that's not represented in the game. But since I am casteless, and they don't like me very much, so I am considered an untouchable in their eyes. Particularly just only the Hindus. The Jains and Buddhists are cool with it, as the Western saying goes. Because they're not really bound by caste rules, are the Jains and the Buddhists. And Taoists, well, they're casteless, as they, don't follow that sort of thing, since that stuff comes from China. So introducing Taoism into India is a very totally foreign concept. But I only do it because I only did it. It's easy for me to say. Because I just want to join the Hermetic Society and write my own Magnum Opus and subsequently, I don't know, if I live long enough to try to, invent something. I don't know if I'll live that long. I mean, I'm still, considered part of my life and have stress. But remember, I will not have children because I don't want to have Taoist children, casteless children, where they'll say all the heir and the rest of his future generations are going to be casteless and the traditions are broken. Well, that tradition will continue through my sister, which she will be the heir to India, even though I hate her guts for attempting to murder me during that last episode. She tried to kill me by poison wine, but I'm so smart, must have thought I was born yesterday, but I am far too smart for that, little sister. But I forgive you. Because I don't want to, assassinate you back. Because you're Kshatriya, you're pregnant, so all this bloodline, plus you are married to a Seljuk, which means the children of my sisters will get to have that bloodline now. Just to have the Persians like us more, as well as more personal combat skill. See, that's a brilliant idea. And also at some point in the future, we will invade Syria. And when the invasion is successful, we have access to the Mediterranean. And we could send our ships to intervene in areas like over there, even though it's part of Glaciavonia, or even into Buddhist Serbia. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Buddhist Serbia. Even though it was from although it was from a Khan from over there. They're of the Alan group. They're Byzantine culture, but they're nomads. Were nomads, and they decided to settle in Serbia. And in turn, yes, they're Serbian Buddhists. I can hardly believe it. but they're out there. Just want to show you one example of what they would look like in religious cults, such as this Bhikshuni, Buddhist nun of a Serbian origin for this woman. Yeah, that's so. It just kind of boggles your mind, you viewers, that may not be used to seeing, you know. Again, this is from the same channel where I did Zoroastrian Croatia, the Sanula Tovic series, which I still think to this day is the best series I've ever done because it was a miracle in itself. And I recall there's another one out there who's a Buddhist of sorts. It's like I remember seeing one Bosnian woman. Yeah, her. Yep, Bosnian Buddhist. I once thought in the future, it's like maybe we'll have Bosnian Jains in the future if we ever expand our realm to up there. But yep, they're out there. Even though married to a Greek Orthodox. Don't have much of troops, nor money. So maybe I should, I don't know, donate some money to you. Go hire mercenaries. Save your homeland from these unenlightened fellas. So as I put money into this guy. By the way, do you have a weapon? No, you got none. I'll send you a weapon. Should you be around long enough, or this king will inherit it. Who cares? I put him on money anyway. So as I put this money in, I want you viewers to, I don't know, if you have the courage, to comment from your experiences from playing Crusader Kings of what other unusual cultures with unusual religions, like Serbian Buddhists, for example. That's highly unusual. But then again, from my very first series, there were Greek Slavic pagans. And I had Zoroastrian Croatians. Like, what's next? Oh, I don't know. A Germanic African man? Or even, oh, I was about to say Chinese Sunnis, but I think that's believable. Mongolian Catholics. Here's an unusual one for you. Or even, Sardinian Taoists. I'm just throwing names there, okay? From you people, just based on your unusual experiences based on what you've seen of a foreign culture who follows a totally foreign faith. I mean, obviously, Buddhism is totally foreign in Europe. But then again, there were Norse Buddhists back in the Assyrian playthrough. There was a Norse Buddhist community which lasted for centuries, surprisingly, even though they were vassals of Germanic pagans. They mainly lived in Denmark, if you will. One more time. There, you got all this money, hire yourself some mercenaries, save your homeland. Because I wish I was Buddhist to save you, but I can't. No, they don't have children, so if he has children, then maybe my sister's children could probably, have marriage alliance with them, and we'll come save them. Not really. Anyways, let's get this over with. I'm about to become the Magus and write my Magnum Opus. Just to prepare for the future invasion of Syria. Just get our retinues positioned over there. As you have declared a de jure war over Samara. The county of Samara or the whole duchy area? But anyways, thank you. I am now the Magus. Which means I will get even more esoteric knowledge, of which now I can write a Magnum Opus, since I am a scholar. Record my life's work for posterity in an encrypted Magnum Opus. Secluded at my writing desk, quill in hand and plenty bottle of ink nearby, I find myself staring down upon a blank parchment The sheer scale of the task upon which I'm about to embark dawns upon me. I need to record my knowledge, but also to hide it from those who are unworthy. It will take a great deal of time and effort, but it will be glorious. And to continue with this. Oh, by the way, my apprentice. If she's still an apprentice, yes. Even though she's a Buddhist, but I member of the Hermetic Society because I named her apprentice. I want to invite her to stargazing with my friend. Oh, that reminds me. She's of the Mahayana sect of Buddhism. What are these, they are Mahayana. What about the Serbian Buddhists? Mahayana as well. Although they're still a Syria minority. Mahayana? Mahayana, okay, so the South Slavic Buddhists mainly follow the Mahayana sect of Buddhism, which is the most popular form of Buddhism, actually. Your invitation arrived as a very pleasant surprise. I'll be honored to study with you and prepare my journey shortly. Your fellow neophyte, Bekshuni Paranankai. Karluk Buddhists, but we've commonly seen them. My guest, Paranankai, has finally arrived. I've been looking forward to the two of us getting together and review the work of each other. There's still some time before nightfall. However, I have a few suggestions how we could spend the time. Have you seen my observatory? So, I have an observatory, so I'll show my guest to it. Well, she's about to have a baby, so... yeah. We kinda got over it now. I showed her the way to the observatory. When we stepped inside, she gazed in wonder at the various tools. We wanted to ask about different instruments and how to use them. At which times I'm more likely to see the stars more clearly. Her questions kept coming for a while. Glad she liked it. Night is almost upon us, and the first stars are finally making themselves visible on the sky outside. I should tell her that it's time. See if we can cover new secrets. We should get ready. After hours studying the star, I see it. A sphere moving slowly across the sky with a long tail behind it. I called for Bekshuri Paranaka to get her attention. We both marveled at the beauty for a while. It is clearly something divine about it, she said after a moment of silence. I could only nod my head in agreement. It makes us seem so small. Gains some military technology, as well as economic and cultural, and a bit of the piety, if you will. Yeah, but should improve the infrastructure of such things. Oh yeah, this should even the odds. You know what? Up that a bit, simply for the sake of it. Oh, I guess up it all the way then. Oh yeah, Bengali names. Oh, but I would rather stick with, you know, Tamil names because habit. And also, I would like her to go back to being of a Tamil culture, but I don't want you to be raised by a Persian because different culture. Maybe I should give her to father. I mean, he's still around. He's 43 right now, as he says he's living in retirement as a Buddhist monk. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Give her to me, in which, in the meantime, I will give my father Well, never mind then. But when the opportunity presents itself that I could change your culture to Tamil and not change it to Taoist, oh yeah, I'll have it. Yeah, I'll raise her. Dawn is upon us as first light appears on the horizon. I think we can agree that the night was an immense success. We took plenty of notes and learned a thing or two. Maybe we'll have an opportunity to continue our combined research in the future. Let us do this again sometime. How much is the supply? Oh, that's enough for all of us. They're very weak at this point as they're in the middle of two wars. Both of them for Damascus. And what? Chinese presence? They hold a mosque by a Persian Taoist. Anyways, over the past few months I've developed an elaborate cipher that I'll use to encode my life's work. However, before I can continue, I must decide upon a direction in which to take my opus. As the sum of all my knowledge is simply too great to be recorded in a single book. I'll focus my efforts on writing on astrology. Movements of the stars and planets will allow my successors to understand the mind of the heavenly order. Taoist name for their high god. Chinese philosophy. Oh, found a view time. So I'm 28 again. Hopefully I'll finish my great work before I die of stress. Not that it would be a total loss. Good man. 80 months left. At least we have a very well skilled chief minister. But I'm sure we can do better if anybody who has extremely high diplomacy is willing to join. Why, of course, the fellow Han Taoist. Hmm. But then again, if I wish to become secret Hindu and then go back to being Hindu, I will not get kicked out of that Hermetic Society. Will it? I don't know, but that's actually by choice. I will not be forced upon by a secret Hindu society. They just tell me, "Hey, be secretly Hindu, and then you can go back to the Hindu faith if you wish to, and also go back to being Kshatriya and stop this nonsense." So, give it here. Give me the Mahabharata. All right, you genius. You're the new chief minister. Now we cut 2 months shorter. I've made an ample headway in recording my knowledge on the subjects of the stars and planets, but it's still too vast to touch upon that it makes up astrology. It'll be necessary to narrow the focus of my efforts even further and write only one of astrology's aspects. I'll focus on the planets. I often do stars, but not enough on planets. The planets and their motion through the stars reveal clues about both the mind of the heavenly order as well as the personalities of individuals. A copy of the Hindu Mahabharata I found in my chamber has been left open on a passage of a legendary war and the brave heroes who fought in it to defend the Hindu faith. The story intrigued me. I'm going to continue reading. Over the course of only a few weeks, I had finished the entire tome. So, I'll be a secret Hindu for now. until I say, yep, it's time to go back to it. But I don't know if that's going to get me kicked out of that society if I do become Hindu. So just finish your work and then go back to what you know best of being a Hindu. I only became a Taoist just to explore for science. And I don't know if it allows me to go back to being Kshatriya. If that decision is given. Ah, E. That's her name. Her name is E. Who was her father? Let's say that can't be right. I don't know what she's a product of. Unless you want to look up her family tree real quick. Yeah, the great-grandfather was a Chinese emperor. Ah, there they are. She was originally Tibetan, this woman, and yet they call her E. But she's got great stewardship. But how she has everyone's full attention except mine. My thoughts are elsewhere as I try to ignore his sacrilegious words through the temple, and suddenly my concentration is shattered when a stranger next to me grabs my head and draws something in my palm with their index finger. The holy symbol of Brahma. No. I must continue with the Hermetic Society. I don't know where this leads to. I'm too smart for this. Just let me finish my work and I'll consider. Ask again. Boy, they're getting Anatolia back together again. For Plato, the way to carry out one's life is to attempt to recreate the harmony of ideas in the world. To establish this harmony, I must control myself to improve the world around me. I will do my best. As I become kind or temperate, I would say kind, but that's closer. But anyways, I have both. I guess I'm a true Platonist then. Listen, Father. I would love to have you in the court so you can raise, my niece. How about I just buy you a favor? Whoa, that's a lot of money for a monk such as yourself to be needing that to buy you a favor, so I can use that favor to get your ass back into this court. Sounds like a waste of money, but I gotta do something with the said money. So there you go. Now, could you please get over here? It's called in a favor. You must return to Tanjavur, the capital, and raise the niece for me, okay? Because I got too much in my hands. Well, are you coming? There you are. I mean, you have to come. I asked you a favor, and therefore you're going to accept it. Oh, and here's another reason. Whenever he passes away, I get to inherit all this stuff again. Plus, he's got his guard dogs and his other good stuff. He's still a member of the Sravaka Sangha. Good to see that. And he's anagami. As in, he's not ananat or whatever. It is done. It is finished. After a year of sweat and toil, I've managed to produce a grand work on planetary astrology. This tome shall stand the test of the ages, ensuring my knowledge and name shall conquer time itself. It will serve my successors well, and perhaps I will be able to one day be able to add their knowledge to mine. The will of the heavenly order is revealed in the movement of the planets. It is finished. Now, please raise my niece. Actually, select through here. And since he's back here, Daddy. There you are, Daddy. Even though they call you the terrible, and they call me the troubadour, as I just raise her, okay? I don't mind if you raise her as a Buddhist, just as long as she speaks Tamil, then I'm okay with it. Okay, now, the Magnum Opus that I just finished writing. Here it is. This masterwork Magnum Opus contains the many secrets of planetary astrology, but is encrypted with an elaborate cipher, allowing only the brightest to decipher it. +1 diplomacy and +2 learning. Give me that book and have that equipped. See? 30 diplomacy and 51 learning. The world's smartest man. Unparalleled. And when my father dies, now that I brought him here, all the books are going to be coming back to me. So all that gift giving he did was for nothing. We should have done that a long time ago. Buying favors. And to force them an invite here and get all that stuff back. I have a huge dislike on him because he was one of the conspirators, or for whatever reason, but I'll back it. I'm thinking I already sent you money. As that threat level continues to go down, I will use this time to go to China myself. And once that's all said and done, then we'll likely launch that invasion. Have you hired mercenaries yet? Yes, but not great. Okay. Maybe I should build another wonder. Question is, where? I'm thinking raiders frequent too much in northern India and Kashmir, so building in those areas is highly unlikely. Ooh, that's bad. I'll tell you what. Hey, you did your job. Did you win or something of a holy war? Yes, you did. You've expanded more into parts of Georgia, South Ossetia areas, Ossetia, whatever. Good on you. This one's for you. Oh, god dang it, I shouldn't have done that. What you got there? Serpent spear. Buy it. Just waiting for that defense pact against India to go away. A witch? Many years of my life spent dedicated to the Hermetic Society, performing missions and tasks in the interests of the Order and its Magus. Today all that effort's been rewarded as I become the new Magus. My fellows now look to me for leadership and guidance. And leadership and guidance I shall provide. Now I'm the leader of this society, how about that? Three-quarters done. Thinking about building another one somewhere out west. Like, I thought, well, maybe after the invasion of Syria in the future, once we take it all over, then, Chola took parts of that, and then, build a, I don't know, lighthouse or something. But there's already a lighthouse in Alexandria. I need to send a letter to my father who's, you know, who's a good man. Not a daughter. Just wondering how your health is. Both doing alright. I could try to become better, or I could be satisfied with who I am and what I have. I'll never be satisfied. Now I'm ambitious, and the Chan text tells me to be a mystic, in addition to being a scholar. Just to be more and more smarter. Which now I'm at that point with, well, what's next? I was about to say, yeah, Tao's still allowed to go hunt. I was just wondering what to do next. I'll keep it up, scholarship. Just for higher learning. Now a Buddhist runs the place. And a possibility of a Gujarati to run Iraq. Huh. Yep, this is what's left of the Seljuks. All isolated. You might as well just quit and become Hindu. All you can. Independence. Well, this is where that money's gonna come to use. Just to keep them happy. A warm bed and a hot meal is most welcome. Oh, not this again. Got a good night's sleep. Thank you for being an excellent host to me. Should perform scrying. As I place my hands on the sides of the bowl, the surface of the water is perfectly still. Yet it only takes a few moments before the patterns begin to appear on the reflection, mirror images of the world, the past, and the future. I take a deep breath to attend to myself of what I'm looking for. I want to know what will happen to me as Samurai Chakravartin. Are they just lines, or are they? Yes, I see a forest, a vast forest. Marvelous! This is a good omen. It's a reassuring vision. Very auspicious. Remember, Chaldea is the former Byzantine Empire. It's E and uh-huh. Coruscantian invasion of Dalam, putting an end to Zoroastrian independence. As the prosperity of Madurai increases, the land which was previously considered marginal is increasing in value. With the power it settled, it should be possible to clear enough land to find a new holding upon. I know a good deal when I see one. So Madurai's got a holding now. Let's build a new temple there, since this is basically the land of the temples. Tagador hasn't seen much of prosperity, so let's build that up. Well, that case of possible independence is getting stronger if I don't get my butt back here. Iraq's not part of the faction. But you are. Okay, they de-escalated. Now it's a separate kingdom. Oh, Greece and Paris has split. So it's actually the Queen of Greece, Africa, Anatolia, and Sicily. All primogeniture. Yeah, they cannot be separated. Keep on winning. Oh, gee, you guys? Tributary state. There goes the wheat field. Now I'm friends with this fellow Persian Zoroastrian who's about to lose his city. Man, I would love to move in and invade Syria right now, but these defensive pacts are just... It's not gonna happen. Just wait 53 more months, and then we'll finally invade. And try to take what little is left of the Mediterranean coast. In which we will use that access to the Mediterranean to intervene. How to worship the heavenly order. That's what I wrote. How to worship the heavenly order. An informative and practical manuscript full of instructions for some of the most common religious ceremonies within the Taoist faith. It doesn't specifically say you have to be Taoist to be using this book. I think that's for any religion. It's just basically how to worship insert high god name here. Yeah. Lost that game because I could tell that money's been taken away. But I'm sure the Emperor will look at me highly. The Knights of Lesbos. Now that's a name you don't have to see every day. Most of my playthroughs in the past, they have a tendency to spawn in Sardinia, which they're called the Knights of Sardinia. But the Knights of Lesbos, that Greek island there, and they do have a few holdings in some areas. While meanwhile, in one of them Greek islands, there's the Greco-Buddhists. And they will remain so, because it's part of the Kingdom of Galicia Vonia. Maybe Iraq needs money, needs help. Go get yourself some mercenaries, and you've been severely injured. Don't die, man. Your predecessors, I gave you those lands. Chief Minister opens the doors to the throne, nodding for me to enter. After I perform a deep bow, the sign of subservience, the Emperor reaches out and touches my forehead. I am honored. That's because I'm a Taoist, and so is he. So thank you very much. And I can hold a grand debate. I expect many members of the Hermetic Society to appear for the grand debate. It is the utmost importance that everything is to be flawless as possible. In this spirit of the preparations are well underway. My staff is seen to the lodgings, and the chef has stocked up the largest. All that is left now is to send the invitations. Bring me my most trusted courier. You know. A lot of Chinese women live here. I don't have to get asked by the Western Protector General. So, you actually want to marry her. You, the Protector General. I never seen a Protector General ask a hand in marriage. I'll give it to you. I don't typically see that because it's an agnatic appointment line of succession. These children here are concubines. So he's allowed to have concubines unless they were on a... Well, I guess he did pick them up. He didn't steal them off of a war or something. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. I guess arriving in this very moment, it is time for the grand debate to begin and spend the next few days to having each and every one display their knowledge to decide who is the best of us. Let the debate commence. After spent some time listening to debates between the scholars of varying intellect, I admit to occasionally drifting off to my own thoughts, yet there is one person who keeps bringing the attention back to the present. Bishop Belisarius of Sirp, Azerbaijan, has wits, a way of words unlike I've seen. Oh, he lives in Armenia. I was wondering, why is that name like that? It's in Armenia. I'm not sure what these feelings are. So I guess I like him a bit more. With his grand knowledge, or lack thereof. Nineveh and Iraq keep going at it. The Republic of Plato gives a framework for a just and stable state. In it, all the men live in harmony, each fulfilling the role for the good of the state. True guidance. As I become just. And I am the winner of the grand debate. Two-time winner. The sweetest of all sounds is praise. waiting for that Muslim defensive pact, at least these guys, for them to leave. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what faith though. Even if they're inherited by a monothelite, we're still going to invade Syria, no matter what. Is there a Christian defensive pact against me? Yes, but not very much. It's only a duke in a county, especially up there in Armenia. What say you if we can... No, we can't kill him. Dang it. It would be grand to kill him off and let the Christian boy rule, and then we invade. I've gained a temple. I knew something was going to happen. About time. Aspiring seer. Huh. You got the county of Samara. If you don't revoke him now, you will... That county is going to be going back to the jihad for Egypt. Sunni jihad for Egypt. Against Crusader Egypt. The state of Crusader Egypt. And Egypt proper. So, all I can say is, well, yeah, good luck to you. At least they didn't invade us. Otherwise, I'd be ready for a struggle of a lifetime. You get Macron. Because you're from there. Oh, I just remembered. You get this too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they refused the revocation. Let me see, about a few more years. Hell, probably right before the beginning of the next century. Then we would reach the Mediterranean coast. And afterwards, we'll invade Syria. And everything will be a lot interesting from here. How's my sister? You pregnant again? No? Just these two daughters of hers. My goodness, the future's all women these days. Whereas he could never inherit again, since he chose to retire, even though now he lives here with me, and attempt to raise her as what's the word? Tamil, possibly Buddhist. I don't mind if she's a Buddhist or Hindu, it's just... I mean, I've done all I can for the Hermetic Society. I did what I wanted. Just write the Magnum Opus just to show that, hey, it was a great experience. A small cage demanding my attention. I never done this, but for once, kick the kitty. Now I'm cruel. Ha 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 ha. At least I didn't lose an eye, otherwise I would get severely injured and possibly die by that little kitten. Yeah, it's the first time, and that's going to be the only time I would ever do that. Unacceptable. You might as well call me the trouble doer. Get it? Because I'm cruel these days. Where does the death expand? Oh, it's just these two countries they're going after. And wants Syria for himself, but he's likely to lose that one. That I might add. White peace has prevailed. And you still got all that money. Good. Just continue to preserve your independence of Buddhist Serbia. And pray that the Serbian Buddhists and all the other parts of the realm continue to prosper. And in addition, the Republic of Ragusa is part of Buddhist Serbia. Heck, maybe when a future niece runs the India, maybe she can help out the Serbian Buddhists in the future, as well as all the other affairs of Western Buddhism. Tell me the secrets hidden throughout the world. I got that FU money, so use it. Our goal is max, oh damn it, let's get it started. No. Let me take care of the sabotage, you collect something. Feel like destroying things. It's an epiphany! I got it! So in my trance, the divine being tells me of the great truths that have been hidden from man, of alchemy and astrology, the will of the gods, of the ciphers to the ancient texts, even if things have not yet come to pass. Once my soul returns to my body, I see the world with new eyes. And she's no longer my apprentice. Hopefully you will be as wise as me one day. Hey, is it possible? Let me see. I mean, I know you can name people without a face to that, but I'm looking for someone. I was looking for my father, but I don't think that's possible because, well, he's already a member of another society, so there's no reason to bring another one. Heck, just in case I pass away, you carry on my legacy. So now you bear those colors. Oh, and you shouldn't be drinking. That's a bad thing for a mother. I mean, if you get pregnant while you have that drunkard trait, your child could be born slow. Had it happened to me one time during a Crusader Kings playthrough that I did no recordings on. It happened to me when I was playing as one of the Avars. And, well, member of the Warrior Lodge. Well, I won a drinking contest, but I became a drunkard afterwards. And gave birth to a few bad children with that drunkard trait. So, piece of advice for you CK2 players. When you're playing as a female character, for goodness sakes, or whatever religion you worship to, don't get drunk. But luckily, since we live in India, we can become Buddhists and have the ambition to stop drinking. Better your chance if you get yourself a Buddhist guru. So there you go. This is how you stop drinking 101. Where are you going? He's going after Samara. Now the whole duchy is Samar, to be run by Hindus. Oh, it's time. The pact is off. He's off the pact. While his troops are committed to, well, fighting one of those wars, since his hands are full, now it's time to begin the invasion of Syria and get me the whole coast. So this is what it will consist of the lands we will be gaining. Even though we will not gain this county that will be remain separate from us, from Assyria. So we will get Assyria. No, excuse me, Syria. He only has one ally, the Myriad of Tabaristan, or what's left of it. Which he's got a pretty good sizable force, but these are mainly consist of mercenaries as he's all the hell way over there. Launch the invasion. And get me a couple of Iraqi troops to assist us on our conquest. And I guess the Seljuk of Khorasan can assist too. The retinues and the Iraqi troops will be up in the front. But mind you, so we have to go up to this area. Well, actually, these are all de jure part of Assyria land. These are all desert. The more prosperous lands are just further west you go. So just try to head to there, fast as you can. Fall of the Teutonic State. Never seen that before. After finally losing their final bastion, the Teutonic Knights are once more landless and start traveling back to the core lands of Christendom. As they no longer have a realm of their own, they were once more known as the Teutonic Order, and will offer their services to whatever Christian lord or lady fighting infidels. The fall of the Teutonic State is surely a blow to the Catholics. One of the many first to fall. That's because Finland took it back in de jure wars, I guess. Oh, meanwhile, Polish Buddhists. Russian Hindus. And Francia has made its way into Glesavonia. Yeah, that empire is a European superpower. Like, should we try to get any holdings in Europe, then you're going to be dealing with big old Francia, which its control spans from Morocco all the way up to Ukraine. Or Belarus, Poland, that's about as far. And has a little bit of a presence in England. We'd rather have the double philosophy of being a Platonist and a John. I was supposed to lead the army, but too late for that, pal. Put me in. Just want to have my first taste in combat. These are all vassal troops. So you could say that's nothing. That's part of Syria, so head to them. That's their army. They're going to Halab, also known as Aleppo. My sister? Look, in the event that I do kill her, in that line of succession, that's gonna go to the niece. I guess you probably don't like her, she's a drunk, but listen, I'll back it, but my blood isn't gonna be in my hands, it's gonna be on yours. If you want to get her, fine by me. As I said, it's gonna be on you, not me. I'm just the backer. If you're successful in that plot. Well, actually, you'll get a notification of what idea of manner assassination we come up with. God dang looters. Also, I just heard they actually destroyed a castle up there. At where? Oh my goodness. I recall we did build something there for them, but they destroyed it all, and you've done nothing to stop them. Oy. Okay, down to Palmyra. Slowly but surely that will take it all over. I just don't want to send entire armies that way. That's my niece. Hey, father, why aren't you... Oh god, you're a lunatic and you have cancer. Whatever treatment they gave you, they made you crazy. Okay, fine, I'll raise my niece myself. Remember, when the time comes, convert her culture to Tamu, but don't convert her to, Taoist. Kick these guys out of there and retake that holding. As you were. Got a book. CK2 still lives. Now I'm no longer stressed. But I'm stressed again. Figures. I just want to keep both philosophies. I can't just follow just one, because I like being different. I already have both of those traits. I'll head to Holmes. Yeah, it seems we're going to win all of this just by occupation, because we have not killed any of their troops. Sultanate troops. Don't tell me he's a god dang. Oh no, he's born fine, despite what we heard about it. You know, I've a drunk. I've been seeing that name a lot, so I'm giving him that. I will sign a surrender after we fight this one battle. Because it's time to take your ass kicking, alright? We're just gonna... Oh, how dare you escape from me. Coming to get you. Even though it's 99 war score, but we'll sign it. Yes, we'll take all occupied territory. But, big problem. It's like, yes, we did take Syria, but all these areas that were just... That's because of other ongoing conflicts and other things that are relevant. As well as all the, you know, the vassals that live here. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem. If we don't inherit all this land, otherwise this invasion will be nothing. But we'll come up with something. So we create these two Rogers here. So I say any Bedouin Buddhists, because I'm willing to give it to them. If they're Kshatriya or Brahmana, it doesn't matter if they're Buddhists. Let me see. Because I just wanted to do it right. Just some Quatila Great Academy. Must be able to marry and produce heirs. Okay, not from the academy then. Just keep looking. One of the princes have sinned. Reasonable. Yeah, give you all of this. And as for the rest of those lands, well, we gotta figure out how to get them because we created quite a mess. Doesn't help that there's a Bedouin Raja, which we can revoke him easily. Because, you know, we have the power around here. So we got some cleaning to do. Because you will be the undisputed ruler of Buddhist Syria. Just give it a moment. Alright. Have all these titles revoked. Now, why would I want those two, even though you do not live in those areas either? So as I said, he's willing to comply. Very powerful empire, they'll always say yes. Okay. They'll keep their mosques and baronies, but all landed titles will be going to the Buddhist. Even though we didn't get all of Syria, but we got some of that. Just enough to get around. Just a moment. Okay, that should be all. Okay. All the names that do not sound Indian-like. Including, whoopsie daisies, the Rajas that sound like, you know, as I said, just basically pick the ones that are not Indian names. I always hate to include lower titles because of habit. Because they include the little holdings. There you go, all yours. And hopefully, whenever they lose, or whenever they're at peace, we could usurp that title of Kingdom of Syria and give it to you. Yes, Buddhist Syria. In which now we have access to the Mediterranean. If they have got good enough ships. As far as how many... Yeah, they have max shipyards. All of them. Very good. And they were in the midst of building another temple of theirs. Now here... Not good. We're just building up a navy of sorts. Just to have the first Indian Mediterranean fleet. I was looking for words, but they betray me at the moment. The glorious university, stage 4 is finished. So now we'll give him the Guardian of Knowledge minor title. Responsible for everything inside the university's walls. This title brings with it both gravitas and responsibility. And after that, figure it out. Maybe great roads. Yeah, we effectively split up. But we do have a control of some mosque of some guy. seems that my interest in Zoroastrianism has come to the attention of one of the practitioners within the realm. We met and had the most fruitful discussions about theology and the other matters. Oh yes, my core physician, who was also secretly Hindu like me. They ain't gonna be around for long, and I am sick of being kind to everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot. I picked up that kind trait earlier when I was a platonist, which automatically gets rid of cruel. Want me to cause more trouble? Look! Greco-Buddhist too. Yeah, they're fighting against you in a holy war, but you are defending well, so far. So let me send you a little more money to better defend yourself. He's armed himself with a mace. I could have given you a weapon. And now, this island is part of Serbia. Oh, actually he inherited of what's left of Glacievonia Kingdom, yeah. But he only holds one county. Let me take care of them sabotage. And I got bad intrigue advice. Aleppian Holy War. Okay, just take back what's more of Syria. At where? Muda. Muda. That's Assyrian territory. But you're going after what's left of the kingdom of Assyria. Got him. Oh. Hang on. I never considered how lucky I was to have two healthy legs, all the freedom of go wherever and do whatever I please. I am Samrat Chakravartin, yet I am limited by those damned crutches. It is below me to hobble around like this. Sometimes I feel more ridiculous than a gesture. Get a peg leg, or get a prosthetic leg I got. Yeah. Spent big money for a prosthetic leg, which is here, somewhere. Here it is. This character possesses a very lifelike prosthetic leg. The only evidence of a missing leg is a slight limp. Once I die, this thing is coming with me. So yeah, I ain't gonna be no Peg Leg Jones or Peg Leg Smith, you know, from the Oregon Trail videos of mine. As I up the speed a bit more, because I just want to end this episode on a new century, like here. So we've done great progress. Great progress. So now, for the next episode, as I will stop short here, well, we took half of Syria, roughly. Actually, how much exactly? Gee, I don't know. It doesn't say unless... Well, actually, I don't know, parts of it. Syria's very split right now between us. But in the next episode, it's a new century and new opportunities. Till then, so long for now.